Yo, what is going on today, fam? So today we're going to be doing a quick install of my RBD racing spoiler. I got a lot of questions about where I got this spoiler from, how much does it cost, how hard is it to mount, what modifications I needed to mount it. So we are going to answer all those questions in this install video right now. So to get straight into what the spoiler is, it's a polycarbonate spoiler, very strong and durable and flexible. And it actually will bolt on to the C5 with no modification. Now, I'll get into that a little bit later with the how-to, but I just want to talk about the specs. This spoiler costs $460 on rbdracing.com. So, just to talk about the owner and operator of RBD Racing, Rick Brunetti, he's a super awesome guy. He had hooked me up with an awesome military discount on this spoiler. So thanks again, Rick. Very awesome guy. This spoiler is rated up to 145 miles per hour, which that was tested by Rick himself. But I personally have gotten it to 150, 155 miles per hour on the Autobahn and had no issues with it. I'm actually gonna be doing a top speed run with this spoiler, so we'll see how she fares, but I have no doubt that it will be fine because it's a very solid product. Moving on to the install. So this spoiler is very simple to install. It can be installed between 15 and 20 minutes. There's only 3 main components to it, and that is the spoiler itself, the front mounts, and connecting rods between your rear mounts and your front mount. So the way this spoiler is installed is by using the factory mounting screws of your quarter panel and your rear bumper cover. So this design is very awesome because it allows you to be able to take the spoiler off whenever you please. You know, if you don't like the way it looks and you want to take it off after your track day, it's too easy to pop it off, drive home, and it'll fit right in your trunk right there. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're gonna be doing is installing our front mounts. So you're gonna be utilizing the first 2 screw holes, one right here, one right here. The way the actual mount itself mounts is like this. And so you want the first mount hole to be the flush one and the second one to have the actual metal rod mount right there. So you can actually mount these backwards and it will give you way too much angle. So just pay attention when you're mounting it. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these screws right here, and then we will get both of our mounts installed. All right, and so we got our side mounts mounted already. So as you see, this mounting tab is flush with the quarter panel in order to give the hood room to go down, like so. If I did not mention already, these are Torx 15 screw. Please bear in mind that my spoiler is a very early example. I hit up Rick personally before he even started to produce these and asked him to make me one, and he made it by hand. Yes, by hand. But now all of his spoilers are CNC machine, cut perfectly, and have a nice decal with his company's name up on it. So this is a used spoiler. I have been using it. It is not brand new. And so when you order yours will be fresh out of the box, nice and pretty. So mine's a little bit beat up, but that's just from use, like daily usage. So it shows you just how well this spoiler can handle daily use and the elements. So the next step of what we are going to do is actually mount the spoiler. So to mount the spoiler, I'm going to remove these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rear screws back here. Then I am going to position the spoiler and start these screws back in. So when you're tightening these down to mount the spoilers, make sure that you work from the outside in. Leave them all fairly loose until you get all the screws started, and then you're good to tighten them down. The 2 middle ones have these little divots right here. So when you go to install the spoiler, make sure that you position these washers and so that it's a flat surface all the way through. So we're gonna go ahead and mount up our spoiler now. Number 2 is down. The actual spoiler is mounted. I just have it loose right now. I don't want to tighten it up until I get my rods installed right here. The install for these is pretty simple. This is a 7/16 nut, and you just gotta get you the right size Allen key. Hold that side, and you use a wrench or whatever your choice is, ratchet on that side to remove these. They're already loose, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those installed. And so these are adjustable actually, so you got a little bit of angle to play with, just a little bit, not too much, but you know, like some adjustability is always nice. So we're gonna go ahead and get these 2 installed, and we'll make sure everything clears, and then we will tighten up these right here, and we'll be good to go. So as you can see here, I got everything all tightened up. Everything's solidly mounted now. If you look at it, like pretty solid right there. Test close the hood. All good. So as you can see, so your hood is actually what holds down the mount also. So if you were to have a screw failure or something like that, and you still have your actual hood on top of the wing to hold it down, like so. And so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. And so Rick, I really appreciate it. And so thank you for the discount, obviously. And if y'all haven't already, go check out rbdracing.com. It's gonna be linked below right here. It's like I said, so not only do they make the C5 wing, but they make a wing for the C6 also. They're both the same price. Awesome company to support. Take it easy. I'm out. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.